Colombia is now decades removed from its infamous days in the 80s and 90s. It's a tourist market growing by leaps and bounds, and for good reason. The country's diversity allows it to be all things to all travelers. Culture, food, nature, vibrant cities, and for us, adventure. From the beaches on its northern Caribbean coast to dense Amazon jungle pressed up against the Peruvian border, we're out to see it all. The views just continue to get better and better and better the further north we carve through the Andes Mountains. So we're about an hour north of Barranquilla now, where we were last night and yesterday. The adventure sports continue. We're going to do a bit of paragliding today. Probably no better way to sort of take in this view than literally from the bird's eye view. We'll take turns, we'll do this tandem run off the edge of the cliff behind me and start soaring around. This is the perfect time of the day. They wanted us here for midday. You get all the thermals coming up off the ground. There's a good, consistent, but not too strong wind, maybe 5 knots coming out from off the mountains here. It's going to be perfect to float around and have a good look around.
I've always had a dream of just sort of flying with the air in my face, but it's still a bit terrifying. There's, you know, I wouldn't say terrifying, but there's something kind of, you know, there's always inherent risk. All these things you think, oh, well, they do it so often, but there's, you know, anytime you go onto a river, you go take flight, there's always risk, and you have to accept that before you get on, right?
I'm not really that nervous. Being a pilot, I think it's just going to bother me that I'm not in control.
Speaking
Sí, sí. No.
Seguro, seguro, todo seguro. La cosa más importante, mi salud. Tengo un hijo, ¿sabes?
Don't worry, trust in your guy. It's gonna be like your wing and your angel, dude.
We all need our angels.
Okay, acá, walking.
See?
You're running.
Running?
No John. No John.
No run.
No sentar.
Okay.
Importante, no saltar, no sentarse.
Okay.
Don John, don sí. Okay.
Corriendo, corriendo,
Sí.
corriendo.
No run, no sit down.
No John, no sit down.
No jump, no sit down. Okay. Only run.
Listo, listo. Hágale mío, run, run.
Spectacular ride. I mean, the view from up there is fantastic. The winds have been changing though. The wind conditions, it's starting to change from the north to kind of a northwest, and it's increasing as well. The day's wearing on, the thermals aren't as good, so we got here right at the right time. Conditions changed a little bit while we were in the air, but still made for a great ride.
This is the Rob who has slight motion sickness from between the car ride in. If you've seen these highways, and so I felt slightly nauseous on the way to here, and then we got up and it was incredible. I was in love. I was like, this is exactly the experience I wanted to have, which is to feel like a bird, to not hear an engine. And it was lovely. And then he started doing some tricks, and he started swinging back and forth, and then I started going, oh, so I had to tell him, stop, you can't do that. He was surprised, I think. I think he thought I was going to be tougher than that, but I'm not. Yeah! Andres is quite a unique character, and we were really fortunate to have him as our guide. He's kind of brought a real flavor. So he's got a little bit of a wild side, which is, you know, quite contagious. ¡Qué bien! Parece un columpio. Bien! Gracias, parcero. Gracias, parceros, a todos. Chimba. I'm actually feeling better now. I had to just, I actually did a quick body meditation, a body scan, just to make sure I was breathing okay. My stomach was just to settle my stomach, and it actually worked.
So much fun, dude. See? So I really enjoy the flight. I really enjoy being here, and I just feel grateful that's what I feel. I feel grateful for all these things.
Watching you take off, watching you go around, and watching you land that made my day, man. That was awesome. That was awesome. I was so glad you got to go. That was awesome.
Bien, bien. Gracias. Mucho mejor. La fuerza.